as much, but at least there is some reliable engage for the shotgun you talked about earlier on.
It's just, when I look at KC, there's pretty long range. Both Yunara has decent attack range.
Yeah, she does.
And you've got these.
I need to sneeze, and I need to see this gank happen as well at the same time. Let's see which comes first. It's an entrance. It's Targamas with the knock-up, and Kazi, he's going to ghost, but he has no flash from the previous play. Fleshy gets into the wall thanks to Yike. It's a hammer fest, and Khalif.
It's a difficult old time on both sides of the map, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks difficult top as well. You're right. Nucko, a wall, good buffer though. He sets up with the public execution, but Yike makes it so he goes nowhere.
Void grubs for a Yunara plus, Rumble that can overheat on turrets. I'll say it again, I feel like turret pushing when you have an early lead.
Out of misery, but the misery doesn't end there. Here's Yike with his flash up and available into a wall again. Bot lane just cannot breathe in Vitality.
4 times in this lane, I swear.
Kana has flash as well, by the way. He'll stop the back and solo kill Nucko. 2 in the ground for the top lane of Vitality.
And there will be first seed of Group A to verse the second of Group B. It's super easy. And Khalif, by the way, talk about easy. He just walks up, takes another plate while Vladdy's going to do the same bot.
Kayak's going to potentially die here.
Sidestep, I think potential is going to turn into reality. No wall for you. Yike, again, he's everywhere this game as Lenses. His defense won't work. There's a sun turret in the way. First turret drops down.
They're piling on towards this mid lane alongside
Maybe the other French can take control as Khalif. He's going to get ultied up, and there's a chance for Kazi to make it a dive. Nucko on turret, though. The Arc of Ruin slows them all down, and with this collapse, Targamas keeps him grounded. An ulti again from Bloody that keeps him standing, while Khalif sends out Ruin once more, but Linces looking for their first kill. So close on Bloody, so close on Khalif, so close on Targamas, but Vitality are still without a singular kill.
Unreal. He got it so early. He's now on the Zeal, and I'm talking about that. KC are taking yet another objective. I mean, they've taken 2 turrets so far. This is their first dragon, but now look wave. But it does mean that with KC moving towards mid, with Herald getting a charge, it might not just be limited to 1. Look at where Kana is as well with the Weaver's Wall. That stops and holds the play for now. At 500 HP, the Herald's going to drop before getting mounted once again. And Kana doesn't come in for the flank, so it's simply the mid turret for now. Targamas gets tagged out, rather not. It was close. It looks like the height had a difference to that as KC back off.
I think about a bit of blessing disguise for Vitality because you don't want this.
Yeah, I don't know if you do. I'm thinking Lenses is ultied out. Yike is holding his, disengages. They're engaged, and with the quickness in, even though it looks okay for Vitality, they need to finish off the kills. Bloody looking for a road. He's got his ulti, he's got his flag. He'll walk on the footpath for now, because that's all he needs to do.
I don't know if Vitality a little bit, so they can't try and get to the turret and then backs on the way to keep himself safe. Again, this is what we're saying, like the
now Vitality are hoping this is a mega throw, but KC, it's hard to believe how that's going to work. Fleshy coming from a unique angle from the bot side, but Kana now coming in from top. Nucko's going to have to get an ulti of the gods. Fleshy is dying to a Sun Turret and an Azir. The all-in again. A wall presents itself, and Lenses at half HP. Equalizer beautifully placed, and KC are running him down again. This time Targamas pops his own ulti, and there will be no escape for Nucko. Drakehound step is still burning him down. The victory lettuce on the side will result of nothing of the sort. And this game in the toilet because Vitality have not been able to get any breathing room from the start to now. They got a singular kill, Dagda, but that's it.
They were trying desperately to do anything, and Kazi had to even flash into his death just to pick off Targamas at the end of that fight to make sure they got I don't think you can give a team that is as good at team fighting as KC is Rumble, Azir, and Yunara.
I mean, that is also very true. I look at left and I see Exodia. And I'm just like, hang on a minute. How did they get Azir, Rumble, Yunara? And then Poppy against this comp also feels...
I think we should be valuing Azir just higher in general because of the way the region plays, and Casey kind of correctly identified that in the draft.
Lenses is getting half HP by a Poppy. That's the state of the game right now. Round and round, Lenses ult sets up. The Arclight of Ruins there again. Beautiful engage. Targamas does it so easily with Rakan. Khalif chasing them down. He gets over the wall with an untouchable shadow. And Fleshy thinks he's out for now, even though the Arclight of Ruin's not aimed at his way to heal through. But Khalif is speeding down. Back again with Judgment. And Fleshy will be judged severely. Kill number 14. And this game getting closer to finally ending.
And Barrett isn't even up yet. They're just going to crack the base. It looks like here, although Shy, oh no.
Bloody clean as anything. What do I say at this point, Dagger? What do I say? This game was a total and utter stomp. Nay, I won't even use the word stomp. This was a massacre. And Vitality need to bring out something either unique or simpler for game 2. Because right now, KC, give him something to one, right?
A man can dream.
A man can dream. True. You're going to have to really, really close your eyes and hope.
Yeah, for a man who has taken some criticism for how his early games have gone, I think it's nice to see him having a game and a performance like this as now.
Bloody in, golden, that's the Sonya's. He's still tagged out. There's going to be a full-on dive, but there's no commit. Carsey doesn't want to go in because he's knows it's worthless, and Fleshy can't even get the engage off. Yikes stops him. Meanwhile, Targamas, this guy got his quickness on, his exhaust out, and Linces, he's not going to make it out. KC will run down, and in 25.5 minutes, Vitality get 19-1. Kazi sent back to base. And you know what? This is still one hell of a fast game. KC on the final Nexus turret, and Dagda, Vitality are just trying for kill number 2.
Absolutely insane. KC gonna get held up a second here, but should be fine.
It's a new wall. It's a new day. Yikes, Smurf. And that was not even close. That was destruction incarnate.
That's the way Vitality can win this series, but I think it's a good comp.
So look at it from KC's perspective. Your whole identity of your team comp is to find and dive the enemy backline. But are you diving the right?
On the lane that's pushing in, but Yike now has avoided this and actually gone for the gank.
Bloody has stun, there it is, and Chike won't be able to flash yet. Vault Breaker in, Chike flashed, but it's going to be late matched out, and Yike turns it into a gank. I don't blame you. Flash, you're going to be using that one too with the Unsealed Spellbook. Maybe that's just for the next reset. Yike is giving attention though. That Vitality coming to contest, so he backs off. Vault Breaker's over the wall. Dragon still didn't reset, so Linces, if he can hold this, is a nice leash.
Could have Kana TP down to this bottom side. Wouldn't mean that Karzi's the match, but he's in pretty strong position. Actually going to deny Karzi from being able to enter back into the lane.
Look at the burst. Oh my lord. Kana's level 7. Yes, Dragon's going down, but I'd be scared of them. That's now Kana joining into the fray. They really wanted to kill that Targamas guy.
They tried desperately to kill him, but weren't quite able to get it. It's a little funky though. You end up investing so much time onto the bottom side that Yike is getting a lead when it comes towards getting back out of the map quicker again and moving towards this top side, whereas Linces has a lot more time.
And now Linces' time going to be used wisely. Vladdy dead, he steps up at that last minute and he's punished for it.
So at this stage, Vitality have done enough pressure in the early game to try and avoid too much.
Oh, the flash knock back, beautifully done. KC bring 2 to the party up in top lane, they make it even. And Nuck goes wide, trying to get him off, but Kana still gets the follow up. And in the end, Yike takes the kill. Really slick movement from KC's duo.
Great insect by Kana and knocking them back straight into the hands of Yike. And this is what I'm saying, like, Yike wanted to be on this top side for his camps, but hang on, bot end.
Valkyrie's going to turn into a headbutt pulverize, and Fleshy waits for it, then pulls the unbreakable will out of the bucket. Jayek's there. A rune prison corrupts, and a flag and drag says, thank you, ma'am. Linces with a good knock-up, and he's there to receive.
So initially, it was a good response by KC to get the play on.
Slacking.
Like, movement speed is so broken.
Yeah.
Being slow is just going to be off.
But once the auto goes through, it's unavoidable, much like this fight. All right, 5.5K, and already Vitality are just on the outskirts of it. Nuck coming in with a Maiden by his side, but Kana sits on the left, and now Yike does too. The explosive shock blast gets onto Nuck, but he draws in the Realm Orb as well. Yike flashes over the wall to get himself a Vault Breaker rather, and he gets out, but for Kana, as he gets low, Vitality's engage is good. They're playing at range, and they get themselves the beat. Linces engages a double knockup, and KC are losing the fight. The minefield out as Yike battles about, but Vitality will take 5 in the end. Total to the scoreboard, and the Herald will be theirs as well. This guy has hit.
I mean, it's a record for the most championships in a row.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's hit multiple championships, I should say, not just championships, plural. Sorry, Dacta. He's hit titles, many. Biggest thing is, he's now getting gapped. Look, here he's again. Linces forces the flash out of Targamas. Yike here, but his Vault Breaker doesn't connect, and even though Kana's coming in, Shock Blast does not hit anyone. It's all for Dragon. Targamas is low, but Vitality backing out for now.
It's a Dragon if Vitality want to just end up leaving this, maybe you just look for a cheeky smite with Linces, but the top tower is being pushed by Nako. Mid tower, as he says, is being pushed by Carzzy. Vitality are happy to give this, and this is what I'm talking about. Vitality don't have to take these fights if they don't feel like they've got a good window because of that early success they found with stealing these dragons.
That's an ingenious angle. He took the blast cone and Vladdy's like, wait, someone's coming. Sees the cow, but in the rear vision mirror, he's hitting 110. The engage, the unbreakable will, and Vladdy just has to stand there and take it. Fleshy's gonna die for it, but hey, worthwhile. Another turret, another kill, and where it counts, Vitality are really making the speed of this game go. Realm Warp it. Oh!
Okay.
The tech!
And turn over towards the Atacon.
Really?
To say that, it's Vitality who are starting it up. I'm kind of surprised. Like, you still have to get that push from Carzzy in mid and then rotate him up.
There's a lot of damage. Maybe trying to draw Yike in with Carzzy and Fleshy on the way up. It's still being channeled, like, patience not dropped. On a ward now, they see 8k. And KC moving up. Kana's stuck under turret for the time being with the TP.
I think you want Vitality to just pull off this. Carzzy wants to get more poke down before they fully commit to this. But now, half HP. KC going to try? It looks like... Actually, I think they're just happy for it to reset.
I mean, they look like, oh, Vitality, like, maybe we can keep it aggro. But they pull off, you're right. But KC, I mean, it hasn't reset. It hasn't reset. Fleshy goes for an engage and fails. Meanwhile, top gets a little bit dangerous. Remember, no reset here. Yike comes in. There's the engage from Linces going deep. Vitality have to be careful how they cook as Targamas is set up in the ring field. The minefield flushes out, and now there's no field for him anymore. Yike is also caught with an ultimate that comes from Chayak from downtown. Nice Realm Warp while top lane is fired, and I thought it was sketchy for Vitality, but they pulled the trigger first.
Linces ends up jumping on towards Targamas, and Yike tries to help him. But there's just nowhere for the damage to follow. We'll catch it in the replay.
Something special here. Walking into Chayak, Targamas now going to deeply regret. Also, Callista's already a little bit low to start off the fight. Targamas gets out space, and with the TP coming in, he just gets solo killed by Chayak. This guy Tokyo drifts, and then he just wins the whole movie by himself. That's third dragon for Vitality, and then he flies forward. Chayak feeling himself. Linces gets the engage, Carzzy gets the kill, and Vitality are running KC down. The other French squad, they got too much praise from game one, and Vitality here to shut them up.
Vitality are determined to hit the postseason. Plays like that are class to see from the Vitality side. And the fact that Chayak just feels so confident to flash forward there, lock people up, knows you got Carzzy in the back, and Fleshy to follow here.
He's just walking under turret into a tippers. He doesn't care. Realm Warp going to be used. Fleshy has to use that unbreakable will, so I will say, even though they get out, it's a little bit dangerous for Vitality, but hell, why not? You're so far in the lead.
So you almost always guarantee that you have this mid push thanks to the Ziggs. And as well, he can always just roam slightly down onto this bottom side and have access to this entire bottom side to keep himself in check as well. And keep his top laner within range of that ultimate. So it's never a fair fight. And Nako doesn't realize he's on a ward though.
He does not, so Vladdy gets a stun up, and with this duo, he should be dead. I mean, this is the mistake. He flashes over, gets out. Kana doesn't commit the flash yet, but hold on. Wait for the shock blast, and if there's enough damage is my first question. He flashes in. Kana! Shut down! Other people wouldn't commit for that, but they ain't Kana.
Maybe they... Actually, to be fair, I don't think the wave clear is good enough from KC to really deal with Vitality if they just set up the siege. So I think it's a good call from Vitality to just trade this bottom tier 1 for the potential top tier 2 here.
Yeah, right. And with Ziggs at this point in the game with 2 items, I feel like for Carzzy, like, his wave clear is insane. They can push turrets that quick. Satchel takes it down. Inner for outer always worth. Kana's still getting this turret, but it's a TP flank. And Dagda, I mean, it's only one, but this is a sandwich.
But how many members of KC are going to be on this bottom side? Because I don't know if you're going to get outnumbered here as Vitality.
Realm Warp, Fleshy and Chayak come through. Linces from mid lane. KC turning this into a push. There's a Cataclysm on top of Kana. He sets it away with his hammer, but he's caught out. Chayak hits again. His rise is smooth, and it's a good punish from Vitality. Comes through in Vitality. There's been a couple of plays that have put gold back in KC's basket. But this Baron, once again... There's so many chicken skins in the game.
You wanted more animals.
I mean, I did want more animals, that's true. It's just strange that it sounds like a Gatling gunners. All right, let's lock in. 5 members of KC around the back of Dragon. This one's for Sol.
That ultimate is back up for Linces as well, so could end up making the pick here once again. Nako tries to even get a flank and get access to Callista on that back line. Vitality are spread out, and KC need to go.
The wife set up there. I mean, the bottom wave's such an issue. Targamas coming in from an angle. Fleshy matches him straight away. Kana jumps on and they're like, okay, we'll hit the Alistar. But meanwhile, the peeled off for Dragon. It could just be free real estate. The smite down, Soul inbound, and Targamas now dropping to the ground. The Mega Inferno Bomb zones off the rest, and a three-man Cataclysm from Linces will kill himself for it. But in the meanwhile, it keeps him busy. The wife in our picture-in-picture is pushing and pushing. What a lovely supportive wife that is. Inhibitor drops down while Fleshy takes care of business. And KC are slowly losing the game to an NPC.
Yike failed the Q over the wall, so couldn't get into the Dragon Pit. And now the Maiden is doing all the hard work for Vitality. It gets a Nexus turn.
Marry that woman.
And still chasing Kalist.
Kalist is not going to win this either because Chayak is unstoppable. The base broken, a satchel charge helping, and Vitality, I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game. Night and day from the start of this series. Vitality here to play is the Baroned up minions. Now with the Ziggs, I mean, the siege is just unbelievable when a Ziggs ahead. How do I step up? All those minions are dead, hang on. There's one minion, oh, it went over a minefield.
And now there's double super creeps to the bottom side, so Vitality going to go.
They're going to lose this game ever so slowly. Fleshy with the two-man knock up. Mega Inferno Bomb on Targamas. Tibbers comes out, but Flatty is now isolated. Kazi's just loving life right now. You got to hear the comps for this one as the Realm Warp sends them in, and yeah, Nucko is going to help with that as Chayak is just taking names. What a performance out of this blue man for game 2. As Kalista's the last to go. Everyone else lies deep in grave dirt. Nucko's the one who buried their graves. Last Nexus turret. And Dagda. You take 2 games as a sample size. Kalista's going to flash away and try and play this game a little bit longer. But in 32 minutes, Vitality are back. And they kick Na'Vi in the damn teeth in this second game.
Engage, but it's mostly gone. Blitz may be the option. Okay.
He does it too, but that guy, he uses a puddle to even go in, which means an Orianna ball.
I'm going to start to creep on in here. Knows his award in his own tri-brush, so not sure if he's just trying to sneak around and to make a play on the bottom side. So yeah, he is. Will be spot out. Great play here from Yike, though. Ends up moving around to spot out this.
Second fiddle might work out. The pillar's up onto Targamas. He flashes away though, and the Ghost Water Tide matches. Targamas dead. For Yike can join in. He flashes. He bongs, but Fletchy, even on vision, is not going to be able to heal up. And exactly because of that, Cliff picks up the kill in response. A 1-for-1 bot to open up.
And doesn't have on the hunt. Was popped already. So for KC, little dicey.
It is a bit, especially since Chayak just got his shockwave back up and available now. KC burning the Midnight Oil with their health bar. Kazi doesn't get a root in, but Dragon now at 2k, and we see that Nucko has to back away, so his TP will be late even if it comes in. There's the first Dragon of the game. Teleport late. It's on the left-hand side of your screen. Nucko joins in, and the Ghostwater Tide is nice, but the setup from Bloody's even nicer. Yike with the Cyclone, and Kazi flashes forward. The feathers go out, but what is he going to do? Shockwave brings him in, but I think Kana was better. Lintus isolated by himself, taking the fight, flashes out and says, no, that was not right. Now Bloody for another Justice Punch. He doesn't take it in the end, but KC, I mean, look at top, like, Nucko can't join in. He's getting chunked out by Kana every which way by this 20 CS lead Nah, who's happy to chill in the 1v1. Lintus coming in looking for a steal, but the eye is going to expose. Move down to 1k, and the attempt on Kana. Chayak is going to shockwave Kana. He's not going to go flash, and he's dead, so good opportunity. Eye does go to KC in the meantime, but Yike has a way out of here. All he has to do is clone through his Lintus, walks it out. A kill for the Herald, that's going to be the trade.
KC still moving up towards his top side. If Vitality can continue to look for some picks, maybe it can work out. But again, it's very slow, and you've got Rift Herald that can throw both in that midway.
Ball out, hang on. Flatty, he's going to take damage here. Flash and Natopa strikes are hitting. Goes back in, the flash match, and Nucko looking at a solo kill. The sidestep huge. Flatty still slow. Another Natopa, another one. And yeah, that's Cassandre for you. And solo kill with Nucko brings you some hope for Vitality.
I thought the phase rush on Galio might have been enough for him to escape. But Nucko just about able to catch him in the end, and now Vitality move over towards the objective. Nucko needs to reset. Dragon going down fast, and KC going to give.
And having that TP advantage, I mean, and not having Vladdy for another 15 seconds, Dragon is a good take. Vitality 1 on the board, and Nucko, meanwhile, with the 2 grubs, is doing some good damage to the turret ever so slowly.
So this is, again, Vitality kind of getting some of these picks, and this is not the best position for them with the
Yike just jumped in. The feathers fly. Doesn't get a root down. The Herald comes in. 2-man shockwave. Yike, that's the real deal. Another dissonance, and he's dead. Dead from below. Flashed away from. Fleshy will not get a reset on the ulti as Vitality managed to defend. The Herald not getting a charge either.
Lince is able to stop that Herald getting the charge thanks to the Trundle Pillar. Big wins for Vitality in the last couple of passages played.
There's a big if, isn't there? It is a Cassante. He's got resistances. They're bringing in 4, the big guns for Nucko. Okay, Wukong is helping. Here's Kana. Now maybe enough. Unstoppable for now, and yes, Cassante will die. Nucko down, and KC do commit, but first turret of the game goes
the
to
Trundle tower killing pressure to at least get the first one on the top side. But Adakan is still about to spawn. You can see immediately Yike is going to turn on to that. So there we go. This is the reason you don't want to leave Trundle alone in the side lane for too long.
True.
But it's matched 2 for 2 on towers, but Adakan is going to just die to Yike. So overall, KC going to win out on this one.
100%. As you keep telling me, as I keep repeating to everyone, that 3,000 gold or thereabouts for Adakan. That's significant. And moving down, Fleshy just going to spot this out that this is happening, but at 4K, it's way too late. Adakan goes down. Vitality going to try and make a move for mid lane turret, but Vladdy can defend this. He can get a shielded around under turret, get turret aggro onto Kazi. Even though Lince's ult in the end, Vladdy's buying time. Yes, he will go down, but as Kazi steps up, KC are on the way. Fleshy, good defense, and the bone skill probably scared KC away. So Vitality, but I regather them. I've got a bag of marbles.
Oh, we're fighting for this dragon.
We should. Let's unleash. Fleshy bone skewer not going to connect. Bloody came in and Lince has already flashed away, but it's doomed. Vitality lose their jungle at the start of the fight. Nucko has the flash as well. The fight's so scattered, and Bloody just showed up and said bet. Fleshy with a good bone skewer. Flash away from Targamas, but they need more. Shockwave is available still, and you're right, Kana and Meganar flash. No, not needed, and Meganar now runs out.
Vitality trying to push in on the mid wave. KC looking to defend as they take it, but Karzi a little bit far forward.
He's auto down with the flicker blades. You talking about the bone skewer in, but Callista's walking up. He doesn't care. Boomerang out as well. The feathers will fly, but Karzi can't rejoin. Vladdy runs in. The angle's not right for the pullback, and eventually, even though it works, KC, a big win. The Chemtech Drake, and the fight seems to be going their way, is under the turret. Chayek, his back will be stopped.
KC are struggling to lock people down after Yike and Kana have kind of run out of their ultimates. And wait
another fight. Nucko at half HP. They're going to fight again. Okay, Vitality, if it doesn't work, do it again. There's the all-out onto Targamas, dead in an instant. Targamas is now gone, so there's no enchanter, but Kalist doesn't care. He still steps up, but hang on, maybe he should. Lince is running in. There's an ulti from Bloody defensively. The Galio's now down. He's got no mana. Yike flashed on. A bone skewer. Fletchy brings it in. Death from below. Gets the reset. And are we going again? No. Yike is just dropping cards. He's just ordering Kana. Is going into Meganar Dagda. Vitality are just going in and in, and KC are like, okay, we'll do the same thing. There, right in front of Kalist backing. That's really nice. They're going to see the 80 carry moving away. Vitality starting the fight. Callista's gone. Callista's gone. Yike exposed and Lince is hitting away. Shockwave brings in 2 with a fake clone, but Yike, there's a pillar in the way. He has to go back in, but Double Cyclone now down. That ward may have won Vitality the game, or at least put them into a position of power. Vladdy ulted in to die. Tiger was pulled back in, and again, that pike finds a pick of legends. Kana's in the side lane trying to get some gold back, but Vitality just killed 3.
The fact that that ward spotted Kalist backing was a catalyst for everything. Baron will go to Vitality, but Kana, can he be stopped? Nucko doesn't have anything, but eventually he will have to run away. The base is cracked, but Baron is taken. It's blow for blow here between KC and Vitality.
Going towards bot immediately, but the back with Baron's going to be swift. 35 seconds on the next flick in some of the plays, but as we get a TP in, it's Dragon time, and everyone's up from KC, but no heroic entrance. Cyclone just came up about now. Mega Namba is worth looking at as Vitality start the Dragon.
Carzzy soloing it and spotted. He's caught in the pit now.
But he's got no Mega Namba. He's just going to be an Autobot for now. Nucko happy to face check. Vitality to beat KC, to beat the 3-0 team. It comes down to this, and Carzzy steps up, already does so much damage, but Kalist auto-attacking with a good shield. Durant from Blighty, Justice Punch doesn't work, and Fleshy wants to reset with the boomerang blow. Kalist hurts like hell, and that guy at full HP with an Enchanter is worth stopping. But if they can, Vitality just
he has the ultimate to get back in.
Vitality,
get in.
They're on the Scuttle Ward, so it's very obvious what the HP is. Yike for an angle here with Smite up and available at 5k. The root for the Feathers and the Smite. Valentis comes in, but the engage sets up the Bloody into the back. Double Cyclone as well. The fight's all over the place as Jake has to run for his life. Kalist does die though. Kalist does die. The raid boss is down while the Dragon Flip comes in, and Nucko gets it. Nucko, Wacko's him. Death from below. Bone Skewer. We're doing it again. It's a clone, but Vitality have blown KC out with Nucko pressing the Q button.
Operation Assassinate Kalist was a goal from Vitality, and they want to keep it going. Lindsay's on the push, but KC, they're looking to turn.
Lindsay went a bit deep. He went a bit deep, and now that his pillar's down, the chase is hard. Kana is going to hop, but he doesn't get a double hop. So Lindsay survives away from a little bit. Infinity Edge now picked up the Kalist, who got caught out in the last fight, but there's a 3-item Carzzy now. Chai. We got a Baron in 2 minutes 12. This game's still yet to be decided.
No wave in mid means that you're going to see Vitality try and congregate on this bottom side. Immediately onto Kalist.
And they got Vladdy's ult out for it as well. The Bone Skewer's going to come on in. There's a Justice Punch. Vladdy jumping in. He found an isolated target, but it's only on lenses. He's popped his subjugate, but it won't be enough. He's sent into the wall, and he is sent packing. Kana for the chase with a boomerang to come on back, and with that slow, Chayak gets flashed on, gets hypered up. Dissonance won't be enough. Kana on the hunt. This Orianna that could is no more. 2 in the bag, and KC
down outside of that Ghostwater dive. The level 11 Pyke needs a pick of a miracle, but it's hard against KC when they know they need to get in. Yike is looking for a steal, but Kalist won't be here for the fight. Dragon will go down, but look again. TP committed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's down. Baron and a shockwave. No Meganar. Nucko pushes them into the wall and kisses them together. Kana's going to go Mega, but where is he in the fight? He's running for his life. Cyclone's now down, and now that Kalist is here, Vitality move ground. Vladdy joins in as well, but he's going to get sandwiched. He's going to get hit by a ball. And Orianna, who tries to find them all, but only one for now. Vladdy's damage is good. Running for his life. The fight on the back end dangerous as well as Fleshy's caught out and dead to Kana. Vitality in a choke. Let the feathers out. Vladdy goes golden. Oh no! KC running amok. Vladdy running up. Carzzy's big, but Kalist. Where is Kalist?
He's dead. He's gone.
He's gone. I just saw Kalist disappear in front of my eyes. I thought, where is...
What I said, which goal doesn't matter too much, but now there's a crucial lead that is leading to...
And maybe they could get that quick play, but just the wrong target in the middle of everyone there. And now Vitality still stepping forward. This pillar could be pretty big here.
It's a big pillar. It's on to 3. It's Kalist who's front lining. Vladdy protects him for now. The heroic entrance knife, but look, Cassante on Kalist, trying, Nucko trying, gets the GA, while the rest of Vitality are here to stay. Lintus in the way, and Targmas Vladdy can't get in the fight. Kana's got no Meganar. Strong like a bee, I hear it buzzing for me. Kana running and trying to save this game, but I think it's done with a Meganar out and Vladdy, who did a weird TP to save his top laner. KC are raw.
Vladdy just wants to cut the wave. He's trying to buy enough time so then he can respawn. And I think he's just got it. There is no wave in mid. There is no wave bot or top.
Wrong.
Vitality don't have any way to get through these structures.
That's why we work in pairs. Dagged a good catch on that one as well. So Vladdy's TP for a 55-second death time. It does feel like it's worth it then. Nucko's going to go back, so the game goes on. And yeah, maybe that TP was just the savior of a lifetime here as Vitality. They're winning fights. They're going big. Linz is going to try and tank this one up so they can run on in. No, he's not. He's like, no, forget it. Members are coming up. I'm not risking it. TP going to be burned. Vitality, 5-man strong mid.
The 5v4 will have to come through. They should be able to get this. Maybe they back away, but Vitality, they want to just go for the end. Kana still in 16 seconds time.
But Kalist is up. Kalist for the wave cleave. Kalist survives. It's okay, but yike. Cyclone defensively. Look at the boomerang. Look at the boomerang. Vitality, be careful. Kalist sends it out. The wave is now gone, but they run forward. Carzzy makes him his little prince.
Kalish sent into the ground, and Vitality stopped the flawless run.
Where I feel like BDS's draft is a little bit... It's again one of those things where you have a lot of power picks. You have the Azir, you have the Wukong, you're like, life is good, life is great, but at the same time you have the three big boys.
He's going to lose flash for himself, but Broken Blade's still struggling in that top lane matchup. Nuke going in. Caps looking for the solo kill. Caps still has flash.
It's a shield.
Extra movement speed. Skumon to the way down. Flash out. Auto. Nuke. He's probably... No, he's not even going to die to Skumon. Skumon can't afford to chase because Bukata is there. Okay. Perhaps the roam from LeBron can make the difference.
Look at what Nuke is doing as well. He just puts the soldier up. Oh, he's going!
He's still committing. Paris is on the way, as is Bukata. Caps is in trouble one more time. He drops the bear down. It's going to enrage as he dies. One more auto coming through. The bear still hitting. Vengeance for Caps. Not today.
That's 2 kills. Side of the map. Bukata knows that he can now go towards the dragon. The base is going to be interrupted again. This is really good for G2 because now they can stack up a wave and threaten this to have flash burnt.
Paris, Ice has to retreat.
They're going to threaten the dive.
Paris is just the aftershock, right? It's
As
not
ults.
a whole lot to defend him. Ulti on the right target can make a big difference, but G2, the TP now coming in. That's the double knockup. Paris aftershock still proc, so he's feeling fine, but Skumon's ulted in response, so they get the TP, and while they're not able to pull off the initial dive,
Ice is just pushing. He is just pushing into the tower.
It's fine. LeBron is farming, bro. It's exactly what you want. Anyway, Bukata got out a bit here. Caps on the way in. Still has the bear beside him, and will just fall down. The Rooster going to look for the cleanup kill onto Broken Blade. Not quite able to get the fruit in time.
That's the feat of warfare in favor of BDS, though. Caps able...
And look, Rooster playing well, something we've seen consistently across both their series. Nuke finding the solo kills maybe a little bit less expected as Paris is now in trouble. Going to ult immediately, pillar behind him so he can't get the easy hook out. Well placed by Skumon. Quick kill pickup on the bottom side.
That is a clutch punish from G2 be on the Herald, but of course they do have that small ward still on the objective. Skumon has now made his way down. Paris hooks in.
Starts things off with Lebrov. Ulti on the Skumon, but there's not really any immediate follow-up. It seems like they're hoping for a pick, but that was a lot of cooldowns used for very little impact. Just ultis traded. Now Caps on the side. Poking on Nuke. Nuke wants to go in, knows that he's stronger. Caps now completely isolated. Wanted to get away with a little bit of poke, but it seems like it's going to cost him his life. Meanwhile, the rest of the team setting their sights on the Drake, but down goes Caps.
And Caps is just getting outperformed by Nuke here in game 1. He found, that's his second solo kill of the game. He did get an assisted one during the laning phase, but he himself said that BDS draft unplayable.
Okay. Yeah.
Unplayable. Right now, there are 2 dragons to 0. Nuke.
Their game 1 composition. So perhaps
It's true.
mayhaps he does not have all the info.
Of course, this is all in jest, and of course, he's speaking from a perspective like this. Is a nice reminder to show you that Nuke is still a top-tier mid in the league, as he's now the target for G2.
Stun goes down. Big damage. Nuke now trying to retreat as Bukata gets a little bit more space, but it's once again going to be Caps in trouble. They really don't have a good way to peel for the sanity. The exhaust is there, but it does not matter. Naka finally coming through. Bukata healing up a little bit, but he has the Triforce. Now this under Sky. Dash back to the minion just in time. Nuke continuing auto. Ice has finally arrived as the TP on the way. Broken Blade coming. Hansama ready to go over the wall. Ready to transcend. This could be the angle. This man is going to start taking lives in a moment. Broken Blade trying to follow. Rooster on the backside demands Hans' attention, but it's Broken Blade going all out. The Cassante trying to make a difference. Hansama caught. The Rift Herald might have to just be the escape path. It's a bit of an awkward placement. Skumon in trouble now too. He's going to try to drive to safety. He needs to get out of this one. The Herald, the perfect getaway vehicle, but it's a hot mess.
Chaos ensues in the bottom lane as BDS find themselves...
Blinking health bars. The angle for Hansama. He ults. He's got access to the dash. Maybe he can get in and clean house, but he just can't afford to ignore Rooster. And fortunately, neither can Caps as the Herald will return. Oh, Rooster getting away from the bear! Once again, the bear on the chase. Bear versus members of BDS. The battle we've been...
Wolf in Red Riding Hood. Because that's what the wolf did, dress up as the grandmother.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we call it a... I think we just said it what it was.
A wolf in sheep's
We need a
clothing.
term. That's all I'm asking. I think we need a term.
I think Paris might be dead.
Yep. Paris now running. Hook back to the wall with the smite and the jump. Gonna get the job done. See, whenever you need action, if you just start yapping about something obscure enough, they will fight.
They're like, none of that. Back into the fight. Skumon's ulti doing a huge amount of work against Hansama and Skumon, still with those small gold advantages.
Caps, solo taking the tower there. Broken Blade doing his best to solo hold. Skumon's just gonna grab this Drake. BDS have come out on top in a lot of these skirmishes, no doubt, but when it comes to map play, G2 are still maneuvering damn well. You highlighted, right? The gold essentially even. Nuke's gonna get a bit more money in his back pocket, but I do get nervous against the Annie team when you've got so much gold on a single
Nice.
player.
A single auto attack should do the trick. He might not even need it, but he's going to get it. Opening up the map a little bit more. They move into the top side river to clear out. River gets the push in the bot lane.
BDS need to respect this. Ice needs to be careful. He is in no man's land, completely caught out flashes, and just gets taken out.
Absolute fumble. Wasn't ready for Broken Blade to be there. BDS was getting pushed into the top side of their jungle. Ice did not.
Swing, and this is the fear. When we see BDS play the early game, the lane, some of these picks, they can be good. Those angles. It is really the random Trundle Pillar shouldn't be enough to beat the Corki Valve. The Cassante shouldn't be able
BDS
to
is going to force the issue. They know how strong Nuke is.
This is one of the power of the Azir, right? 3 items, you absolutely shred this objective. Skewmon does have flash, can't get into the pit. Are they willing to risk the 50-50? What's the call? For now, continuing to DPS, it's a bit split. Broken Blade in the midst, did use his ulti in the previous fight. Bukata starting to reach it, and it goes Caps! It doesn't matter! Kill him 5 times! Kill him 6 times! He's there right when you need him. BDS cut out of the pit, my God.
He just finds the angles. And that's with the death cap of his own. Working towards the Void Staff.
There's Caps. Doesn't have flash this time, though. They've opted to leave Lebrov, or have they? Caps looking for the setup. It's another bear. Dropped in face first. Broken Blade there with a footwork to keep him standing.
Lebrov is just too tanky. G2 with the Baron, looking to continue their siege. I respect that BDS is willing to force things, that they are bringing the fight to G2, but when it comes down to the execution, they are just falling short.
TP coming in the bot side. Pressure up from G2, 5K lead. BDS had the advantage, right? They still have Soul Point, but Baron's another minute 30. That Drake's going to be up. I don't think they're going to be able to get it on this one, and it seems like G2 are in an excellent position to break the base. 2 lanes of pressure. Caps. Can't tell if oh no, the Bear's still alive. Hard to tell for me sometimes if that's ulti available or if the Bear's still up. But the Bear's still up. Still annoying. And Rooster, I mean, all in on Broken Blade. Broken Blade, a bit of an overstep here, but Hansama waiting over the wall. Unstoppable, Lebrov there as well. Uh-oh, Rooster realizing everyone's here now. Suddenly they're going all out. He's going to try to go back in, but it's just all of G2 waiting. A pillar to deny a potential kill.
It's just going to be a pick.
I mean, an emperor of an entire empire versus little girl who killed her parents. Let's go. And it looks like Emperor is going to win. No, there's a man there to protect him. Good job. Nuke trying to finish the kill. He gets it, but the bear will have its vengeance. Paris running. Wants to hook the wall. Oh, there's no way. There's no way out. Oh, it's a catastrophe.
They're looking to secure an inhibitor. They're looking to maybe even end the game. They have the numbers advantage. They have Hansama full health.
4 items. Yep, we just kind of looked away and he suddenly had 4 items. That is the power of farming up on the side lane, scaling up to these late game situations. BDS still fighting, but they don't really have great wave clear without Nuke alive. Going from Bukata, access into the back line, but Hansama immediately backs up. So Rob there to cover him as well. Good damage on the Rooster. He just gets deleted. Paris finally back up, but might not matter. Hit him with the thumbs up, Alpaca. G2 seemed out of luck. Then they found all those kills. Now G2 are about to find a lot of bodies, I imagine, as they full commit here. LeBron looking for the knockup. Double flashes, though. If BDS are safe, it'll be 1 body. It's Paris's. G2 keep the pressure up. But yeah, again, you get that lead.
Is yet to die. I think he was deathless yesterday as well in the Fnatic series. Win here will secure that.
That will. Again, owning that head-to-head against Fnatic, big to have. Skewmon continuing to chase down Bukata. Exhausted, 1 stack of the ult. Already used the clone. Does just get killed. BDS getting run down. Rooster's TPing in. I think it might be a little bit too late. Now dashing backwards. Caps is coming in up behind them. A messy exchange as Rooster just going to continue to run, but Hansama's going to kill him. There's nowhere for him to go. Hansama unstoppable. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the Annie has arrived. The Nautilus has been sent packing.
Been sent to the depths, one could say.
Yeah, man, you're just on it today. I respect that.
Let's see if Ice will melt under the heat. Caps is fishing.
All right, calm down, man. It's not, come on. All right, Cap pushed back. That's a nice start, but he just paid with his life. All right, the bear going in. Ice holding on. Refuses to melt. Oh, I'm lying. Kansan is going to kill this guy for sure. They're going to full commit. Pillar? No. G2! It was a shaky start! It was a damn clean finish. And your sake, I hope your sign proves correct, friend.
What did the sign say? I was looking at the
BDS the top 3 team.
Oh. They can
In
do
this
it.
group,
They can do it.
in this group, it is
Still
very
have
possible.
the matchup. Even if they lose today, they still have the
just
matchup.
gonna
Focus on farming, right? His role is just to be a tank. Bukata's going to stray into the jungle with no support.
Aftershock procced. Frost armor also gone. That's one squishy piggy. Caught on the way out. Very slowly waddling. One more auto. Skewmon going in, finishes it, hits him with the emote in between.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, I guess Orianna did ult. Skewmon also, I guess, wants to go back to base, pick up his item, but he also ulted, so I guess they're saying without our ults, we just don't feel strong enough. So they will just concede the objective, and BDS more than happy to play this slower game. They know this is about to scale. Emotions that evoke an extreme response.
Yeah. Oh! Found him! Knock up! JCC! Oh! It's good!
He shoots, he scores! Paris with the hook onto Lebrov.
You missed 100%.
Skewmon gonna slowly solo that one away. And Rooster gonna get a tower back as well.
Yeah, Rooster and Broken Blade committed to the PvP gameplay as a Heart Steal's now come through for
So
Broken
now
Blade.
it's the race to 3 kills.
Okay.
Who will be the first to acquire the feat of strength?
That's a good question. I think there's multiple feats. But Paris is coming around the corner. Ice on the way in. Good guns for a fight. Silencing Hansama. Knock up there. Ice taking a bit more time. Root to fall through, but Paris might just be dead. Ice trying to keep the damage going. Knock up from Skewmon is good. Redemption now coming in the meantime. Rooster on the back line. Trying to get a bit of work done. Bukata stepping up. Caps currently untouched. Rooster just keeps going forward. He's managed to take one. Now pushing in on the Caps. He doesn't have any mana left, but it might not matter. Caps ready to go over the wall. Skewmon ready to cover if he needs to. That's a 3-man shockwave, but he can't finish the kills. Skewmon can, though. Here comes the Poppy. Dipping in, ducking out, BDS on the chase, knock back into the wall, Nuke, Thunder Sky healing! You cannot kill this Yordle! The chase still coming through, and right in time, the money man himself with the Quadra!
A Quadra for Broken Blade!
Oh, baby! No more corporate middle management for Broken Blade. This man's straight to CEO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The board has decided. Promote that, man.
It looks like G2 might be looking for more.
Skewmon keeping the chase going. Nuke, no room really to play. The exhaust already down. Broken Blade right on top of them. They just don't have the damage. Nuke running, but Broken Blade unstoppable. He's debating. I don't think he cares about the turn. He's literally dancing on them. My God.
He doesn't need another meeting for that one. He knows that can just be a quick email. Wrap that one up.
That one could have been an email, BDS. We didn't need that one. Rooster.
He's going to try and cross map, but Caps will get a tower of his own. The game is quickly snowballing out of control. BDS liked the slow, controlled pace. But once Corporate Mundo had put his action plan into effect,
Yeah, there was no room.
nothing is slowing this man down.
Sorry, BDS. The Rift is being downsized. There's no room for another team.
Rooster, though, will in the very position to get 3/4 in their group.
Their fate is in their hands.
Yes, 100%. For Heretics, that matchup is going to be a lot scarier. Herald are going to be dropped in mid lane to get a bit of damage down.
Okay, so time for the silver linings on the cloud. Oh, never mind. Oh no, the cloud's out of linings. Ice locked up. He can't even push any buttons. Caps found the kill. Paris running. Bukata gonna leave him to die. Heal running forward. They're taking Paris for a walk. Paris continuing to run.
He's got the move
Might
speed,
just
but he's
be
gonna
fast enough.
He's going to slow down again. That's the problem. Now he's slow.
Skewmon on the way. Who are they going to give the... Oh, there's Captain America. Just comes in with the shield. Bonks him in the head. Caps with another one. This went from playable to completely unplayable very, very quickly.
Yes, it certainly did. The gold gap is now 4.3k. Broken. Oh, yeah.
It was already tough in the context of the composition, but now it's not impossible, but it is more improbable than it was previously, as BDS just doing what they can to hold on to the tier 2s, holding the line. Again, G2 haven't stacked up too many Drakes, so at the very least, there's not an instantaneous soul. Munda with Ocean. And this is the other problem, is you need your items that kill tanks, and you need your items that reduce healing. And you can't afford either right now. Hook! Skewmon! Under the tower. He moves back into the wolves. He's fine.
He used the walls to get out. That was crazy. The tower's going to drop. Lebrov, are you looking for an engage? Yes, you are.
Second item, he is. They find an Ice. Backing up, two-man charm coming through. Bukata locked up. Hanzama doesn't even need to pull the fence back, but he does get pulled back to the team. And once again, it's an instantaneous hook. But now it's Rooster, determined to make the difference. Cock-a-doodle-do, or don't, as Labrov is not going to let that happen.
Caps looking to retreat. It ends up being a 1-for-1. The 80 carries are traded.
Coming in strong.
I think BDS want a meeting with Broken Blade, but do they?
Yes, they do. Bursting him down. Can they possibly kill him? He has so much healing. They just want to kill the Mundo. Oh my God, the pull! They can't do it. They're too broke. What are they doing? They don't have the money to compete. Rooster goes down. It's a triple kill. It's oh God, it's over. It's a slaughter.
An ace is secured for G2. They hooked in the CEO of top lane, and he sent them packing. The Shockwave connects, a triple kill for Caps, and that's going to be the series locked and loaded for G2.
Well, think it's safe to say G2 have had a good quarter. Probably time to give that CEO a bonus, if you ask me. He's just taking a sweet time, though. Push, push, push.